Okay, hello guys, how are you? Everyone
Doing
here?
good.
Good.
Yeah, doing
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, okay. Hope you guys are coping really well during this COVID situation, but learning very much on the trading, right? Trading the market. So you can still stay at home and still trade the world market. Has it been exciting for you guys?
yes, it
Yes,
has been very much exciting.
definitely.
Yes, yes.
Definitely exciting.
That's cool. That's cool. I was asking some of you guys that you guys are not stressed by the trading itself.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
sometimes
ma'am.
if we face some losses or something like that during the time of execution.
Right, during time execution. Okay. So perhaps you can share, Amish, right? You can share how do you feel when you place your trades?
Basically, in starting, I was very much confused to that because I didn't had much experience. But with the time and with the guide of coaches, I learned how to do it, and now I am confident in that.
Wow, that's good. That's good. It's always the first time, all right? That
Uh,
very first trade. But as you practice more and more, do you get like better at it and
yeah,
more
with the
stable?
consistency and discipline, we can get better.
That's good. That's good. The consistency, and the confidence. Correct. How about the rest? Nikhil, you are the most
Yeah, I would like to
experienced, I
add
suppose.
on.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been trading passively for a while now, but there was always some sense of doubt when used to come to trading. But with the help of the coaches and the strategy that they have taught me, they helped me gain confidence during executing and how to manage my trade. So I would say that the entire experience, it was very enriching. It helped me gain a lot of perspective as to what kind of trader I am, what is the personality that how I react to the market when things go my way and when things don't go my way. So this is all very enriching and it helps me grow per se.
Right. So what
Yeah.
happens when the results do not go your way? How do you feel?
The feeling. Like, I won't lie. Like, it is upsetting. It is
Yeah.
very upsetting. But at the same time, it is important to know that you need to analyze what went wrong with the trade, because by analyzing, you will see what went wrong. What was the reason behind the trade not going your way. And if you learn that, you won't be repeating that in the future, and that's how you grow. That's what I
Right, right.
learned personally.
That's good. That's good. I knew that you also put it out in your journal, trading journal. That is it helpful for you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
analyze
Journal. I
where?
believe
Yeah, correct.
there is no holy grail in the world of trading, but journal, I personally feel that journal is your personal holy grail. Like, it is a systematic record of everything, every tiny little bit detail of your trade. You need
Mm,
to put it down in a journal, because at the end of the day you can analyze what was the logic behind you entering a trade, and what you have learned from it, what are the outcomes, how was your past month. You all get it from a journal, because we tend to forget. It's human tendency. You execute, and if you don't write it down, you're gonna commit the same mistake again and again.
yes, correct. What is your opinion like the current market this month? Now we are in end of June, right? How is this 3 months compared to this quarter? In fact, compared to the beginning of the year. Now that we're in 2021 June already, is the market volatility has been different, more erratic, more unpredictable, or it is still quite so far consistent in that whatever goes up will come down, whatever comes down will also goes up? Or yeah, what
See,
is your, because if you have
what
been
I
trading
feel,
daily now, yeah.
yeah, what I feel is, since the start of the pandemic, the market is giving you endless opportunities, because this is like once in a era time of opportunity in the market. Like the dip
Sure.
that we saw in the indexes, and the boom
Mm,
that we saw in the commodity market, especially in the middle in gold. So I would
yes.
say that still there are uncertainties around the market with how the pandemic rolls out in the world and how things happen. But I feel it is optimistic. Like, volatility, of course, there is always volatility. So you got to plan your trades wisely. But there are endless opportunities, and volatility, it is moderate right now, because there are a lot of uncertainties related to the pandemic. Like, what are the
Yes.
policies that different government going to roll out. So I think you should always take an informed choice decision.
That's good. That's good. So you really, you sound like quite experienced, yeah. It is good that as a
It's
trader,
just a
yeah.
learning.
Oh, I think it's good that as a trader you see opportunities in the market even during pandemic. Yes, and opportunity is where you can you can bet you can take on more strikes that is hopefully in your favor, right? That's where the profitability
Definitely.
comes. Yes, correct. Okay. So how are you, Swayam?
I'm great.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you are still quite a beginner to trading, right?
Yes.
Swayam? Yes, correct. But do you feel like, continuing this trading journey?
Yeah, I think so because like I like I like to I always wanted to start trading, and this company has given me the opportunity to trade. So I like the feeling of trading, and I've learned a lot of things like how to trade a place, and how easy it is to
Hmm.
trade. So I think I'll continue it.
What is the difference? Because I heard before you trade stocks, right? So what's your feeling like between trading stocks and trading, say, foreign currency? The difference in
I
the
I
feeling?
I feel uh, I'm still a beginner, but I feel like it's trading in forex market is really risky, like more risky and hectic.
Sure, sure. Because it's moving even faster, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, right.
moving even faster, correct? So you have to be really very alert and very focused, and probably with more proper strategies. That's where you can then understand the
Yes,
market and make some good money from the market. Stocks
right,
is perhaps a little bit slower in movement, right?
right, right.
But like what Nikhil said, then it could be then lesser opportunity, right?
But I feel that even though there is more volatility in the currency market, but
Right.
if there is more risk, there is more reward. Like the index market,
Ah,
the commodity market, forex market, they are more rewarding than the stock market.
more rewarding. Okay. So you can actually make more profits, right?
Right. If you
Yeah.
take an informed decision, then you're gonna get
Correct,
pretty
correct.
rewarded. Yeah.
That's why I've actually asked you to look into trading indexes. I think the volatility is even more, right?
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah, correct, even more. But you are right also. If you strike well, then the reward is definitely um, more percentage than just a stock. Because anyway, indexes are a collection of different industry stocks, right? So
Yeah.
that is why, yeah, greater movement. Okay, that's where you have progressed from, trading FX and then move it on to trading the commodities and then move on to trading the indexes. It could be getting more and more challenging, but getting more interesting and more rewarding. Huh? The rest, like Sigma,
Hi, Zelda, how are you?
yeah, that's good. That's good. So, what's your take like, in continuing to trade? I do know that you would like to continue to trade.
Yeah, because when I started, it's been 3 to 4 months that I have begun my trading journey. In the initial stages, it was very, I think I was very scared. What do we say, like skeptical mind that would I succeed in this or not? Would I gain profits or would I incur loss?
Mm,
But starting with the demo account, everything everything was clear to me that how to trade the place, how to set target profits at loss, how the market volatility is, or how when the markets go up, when the markets go down. With the help of the coaches and the indicators which we use, they helped us a lot to gain profits. So yes, after looking out to the demo account, I think we are ready for the real account to put in some money and play with the market. So ready for that.
sounds good. Sounds good. One questions, how do you find like trading helps you to give you more patience at times or
Uh,
make you more alert? I mean, is there any change in before and after you get into trading? Yeah,
the two things or the three things which I like to mention is was the emotions. We
right.
control our emotions. The patience which you told, the patience building capacity has increased. Like we have to look for the market when the market would go up down, looking for the profits. Then the risk taking capability has also increased. Like more the risk, more the gain, as Nikhil also mentioned. So yes, the skills have been developing a lot. The patience thing which you told, yeah, it has increased from
Right.
the earlier stage which I was in.
Correct. Because it's like, yes, initially it's uncertainty, right? Because we are not familiar with the market, and we doesn't want to make mistake as well, right? So,
Yeah.
but in order for us to be proficient, but after we proficient, then how we actually manage our emotions, and I guess this is where, you know, we it also hone our capacity to better manage certain emotions when we are faced with certain uncertainties in the market. Yeah. So the rewarding part, I suppose, is not just that dollar and cents, but that we have also built our capacities to, in terms of our characters and in looking at certain uncertainties, certain fear, right? And should we be even get angry about it, or really, you know, feel sad for the whole day, you know, if we don't profit?
It should not be like that. Trading has made me mature also. Like we can understand if we incur a loss one day, the next day it would be profit, as it is a part of a cycle. One day you are down, next day you are up. So it's a part of a cycle, and this
Sure.
trading things make you mature and quite independent to work upon.
Sounds good. Okay, that's good. So you have grown also.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All
Adding
right.
on to what Simar said, I would like to
Yeah.
add that at the time of execution, there is some kind of release of hormones in the brain, and there is also some kind of adrenaline rush. So, like, I personally felt this, and through that, I came to know a lot about myself, which will help me in future.
Yes. Yes. All right.
A
So
personality development kind of thing.
the personality, correct. So it's like we don't look at the profit and loss, you know, and it's going to affect our day, right?
Yeah.
At the day itself, but how you can actually put our positive characters, yeah, to
How we
really,
can take something impactful from it and gain some knowledge.
right. That is good. That is good. Good to hear that. Right. Let's check with Ashi. Ashi, you're here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. And how's you?
Okay. Good also. Good to see you. How long you have been trading from ground
Ma'am,
zero
it's
to
been
now? Yeah.
28 days.
28 days.
Yes.
Right. That's good. Almost 1 month already. So 28 days. How do you feel?
While trading, sometimes I got scared because I incurred losses, but I know the next day I will gain profit on it. So I feel good while trading.
Right. So do you profit more than you lost, or as you get better and better, do you get more profits, or?
Yes, I earn profit.
Yeah, I see your account earlier, and it seems like it's in a profitable position. That's good overall, right? Overall, I would suppose that we don't look at the profit and loss every day or every trade, because that is really too much. But since trading is a probability, so we should give a time frame, whether is it end of the week or even like 3 weeks or 4 week, so that we're not too stressed out, like, you know, every trade we must win. So that expectation, if we adjust it, then we will not so stress up, you know, by the trades. And if we follow the guidelines, we should improve with a higher win rate, with a higher probability as we go on, right? So it's your perspective of like every trade must win or the whole basket. That's why I ask you, okay, put in more trades, and let's look at the probability to see whether, right, end of the day or end of the week, are you in an overall, you know, net profit position, or you're still, you know, holding on to some losses, right? So this is where how you set your KPI, right? Set your KPI for the week and for the month. This is where later, you know, we are going to have our new project, and you guys would then have to move on, advance to more of an advanced trader already, yeah? Because it's like, I find that trading, every day we're learning, right? Every day we're learning, because every day it is not like a textbook. It's already printed on our textbook, but it's like the market move every day, every minute. So we have to be very humble in every, you know, every hour that we're looking at the market positions. So we cannot be too proud that we make a lot of earnings and profits earlier, but every trade becomes a new trade that we got to look at it. Right? From every time is we need to go back to the ground zero and look at it. So going back to the ground zero, we cannot be too proud or like, getting too egoistic, like, oh, I've been winning like, 70-80% of the time already. And I can be a little bit more relaxed. It's like I became like very, very good in making profits. And then you neglected that this is where your losses could wipe out all your earlier profits, right? This is where those more experienced trader, they will get to share. Is end of the day, it's a test of time of our inner strength, right? Whether we can last long enough to be consistently having that profit status. So that's why I say practice every day. What you practice is going to build in the habits to winning. Yep. Right. Who else have really experienced the trading MT4? Have not shared yet. Oh, Goya. This is sorry, no, not Goya. You are Goya. Pooja.
Yes, ma'am.
Pooja, how are you? Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Okay, that's good. Good to see you well again. All right.
Thank you.
So how do you fare? I think you have fallen and then go back up again to be stronger.
Yes, ma'am. From at the starting when I was execute my trade, I feel much more confident, or I have had some problem also, but by the teammates and colleagues and by coaches under their guidance, I execute my trade with the profit. And every day I'll start my trade with the confidence that I will make profit. If I get losses, so again I will get self-motivated that my next trade will make profit. So this is also going day by day, and I'm increasing my strength and confidence also.
Yes, that's good. You brought out one point that I like it very much, is that every day you start afresh and have that confidence. I think it's like even before we go to war, we must have the confidence that we're going to win. Although we still stay humble still, but that the confidence is like, we should have certain degree of confidence. If we already have like, oh my, today is like, I wonder if I can either make any good strides or I can even be profitable, then your energy level is getting a little bit negative, and that could affect your possibility of winning. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, I like challenges. So if I had losses in my trades, so I get self-motivated. No, my next trade will get profit, and I will give my 100%. So
yes, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Start with a good attitude and with a good perspective. But end of the day, if you do not achieve that the profit target that you would love to, would you feel very sad or demoralized?
No, ma'am.
Right.
I thought that my next tomorrow I will make profit. So okay, that's a trade. If all the trade, no, every trade execute, make profit. So some will we get losses, and someday we will get profit. So both aspect, by taking both aspects, we can learn and achieve our target easily.
Sure. Okay. That's good. That's good. Good that you have progressed. Right. Nikhil, you have something to share?
Yeah, I was just saying like what Pooja was mentioning earlier, like market teaches you how to bear with losses, because when you suffer losses, maybe a couple of losses in a row, like you're in a different set of mindset, like you start doubting yourself, doubting your strategy. But this is when you got to show your faith in the strategy and the back testing that you've done, and come with a winning mindset. So like I was just adding on to the Pooja's point.
Yes, correct. So you see, when we some of you have shared some really good, interesting points, right? So it's like we have to, prior to we start the trade every day, we must have the correct perspective, the correct attitude, the correct mindset. It's like, when before we go into war, right? We have to get ourselves prepared, actually mentally, psychologically, right? We can always set a target, but like I mentioned, we don't need to be giving too much pressure to ourselves for every trade or every day. but we can set a little bit more, slightly longer term target, maybe 1 week, right? But every day, if we have achieved that target to slowly accumulate to that week, I think it's also like we have to pat ourselves and say that well done, right? We have to acknowledge that we have done a good job by following the guideline that we even set for ourselves, that we are disciplined towards following that, right? Because this is where the next test of challenge is going to come. This is where it's going to really test your discipline, because it's like now we probably have given you guys some parameters to follow, right? Certain guidelines to follow. And hopefully you have, you guys have actually mentioned that you have followed the system, the guideline, the parameters set. Now, the next challenge is very much, we're not going to set any parameters. We're not going to set any more guidelines. All right. And we're going to make it more fun and exciting, right? And we're going to make it like a competition. Okay. So that means it's like all of you will be starting from like perhaps ground zero. And regardless of how experienced you are, regardless of the gender, right? You guys are all going to see whether, let's say, end of the month. So starting from July, right? So these 2 days, you can do some more research to see whether you want to continue to use parabolic or you want to use some other strategies, how you can actually manage risk better, okay? And end of the month, let's say end July, we'll come back here. I'll try to see whether, we can do, we can post our results either online or post it in our group, that every day you see everybody's results, right? And end of the month, the highest profit, let's start with the highest profit first, right? The highest profit will get some prize money. Yeah, I'll sponsor you the prize money. Now, how much? That will probably, because you see now we are like less than 10, probably we can get in even more, traders to join us, okay? And gradually we'll increase the prize money. We'll increase the prize money as we get more and more, traders to join us, because you're competing with more and more traders in the market. Now it's like, all of you have been through, hopefully, a little bit of this boot camp to train your disciplines using certain system. Now we're going to set you free. And for this 1 month, let's see whether how you perform. And this is where your psychology and your emotions will probably comes in. Not so much of real money yet, okay? But you must, to maintain the highest profit. So you will have to be aware of how each other fare as well. And see end of the month, who has the highest profit, and we shall see. As you compete for the highest profit, how do you risk manage? How do you manage your capital, your margin, your lot sizing and all that, all right? I hope that you guys have already been familiar how much capital and how much margin to look out for before you got stop out, all right? How much lot size and what markets you want to trade, leave it to you. You want to trade FX, you want to trade commodities or indexes, up to you. And how much capital, I leave it to you. How do you like that? Freedom. Do you like freedom or you all prefer more discipline?
This is definitely exciting. It would be.
It's a very good initiative. It motivates us to explore more.
Yes, you have to go and explore more. So now is that, let's have this game. All right. So let's have this sports spirit that you go and find out how to train out your muscles yourself. All right. We don't give you the fixed parameters anymore, but you can and explore. You have your own inner talents. All right, go and explore, and then up to you whether, I don't think you guys should discuss among each other, because if you're going to compete with each other, unless next time we have big enough of, then we do team competition. Team competition is where, yes, let's come and form team and we fight different teams. But now let's do it, individually, and we see how you guys fare. So you have to manage the whole perspective yourself. So this is the hint. But although I say that the highest profit wins, right, even by 0.01 cent, but you have to take note. I will see whether to look into the profits or look into the equity. As you all know, the formula for equity is take into account your drawdown as well, or your floating profits. Okay, I will confirm that with Stephen to see whether we want to let the highest equity win or just the higher profit. That means it's like realized profit. Okay, are all of you up for this game?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Yes.
That's good. We love the spirit. Yes. Okay, Ashra, you have read up quite a fair bit on this handling, trading emotions and psychology. Perhaps you want to share with the folks here and let us know also, do you want to also participate in this game to put what your knowledge about this emotions and psychology into play?
I don't think I can participate in the game, but yeah, I have been researching on how the sentiment, really plays an important role in the market, and how the sentiment of the investor basically governs all of his decisions and everything. So I've been reading on that. So I don't think I can participate in the game, but yeah, I can give you an insight on that if you want.
I would say that maybe you give how many tips you can share with the guys, the team here. Maybe how many tips, like tip 1, what can they take note of as they handle their emotions or psychology in trading?
No, it's basically, as Nikhil mentioned, like it comes with experience, and for like the traders, something that they have to, have at the start is that they have to have their certain rules and guidelines. For example, as Nikhil mentioned earlier, if the trader is pretty clear about how he would be reacting to a certain loss which is incurred or anything related to that, and post that he's ready to take up on the analysis and then decide on the specific events from which he has to differentiate between the positive earning release or the negative earning release. And according to that, if he takes his decisions and also conducts a research post that could help the trader. And also the other things which govern a trader's decisions are mostly his physical health as well as the mental health. So if someone is, as Pooja also mentioned that, it was not Pooja, I think it was Ashi, that during the earlier days she was pretty scared. So anything, if it's driven by fear, that could reduce her risk-taking capability later on. But if he, as Pooja mentioned, that if she takes up on the challenges and everything, like with confidence the other day, then it could, help her get better profits.
Right. Any questions by any of you to Asha regarding some tips on how they can manage your emotions? Asha have not been into trading, yeah. So, but she does do up some readings of how to manage emotions, into trading itself. But whatever she shared, I'm not too sure whether it makes sense to all of you.
Yeah, it makes sense. A little bit makes sense.
Okay, yes, a little bit makes sense. Yes,
She
correct.
didn't have any hands-on experience, so maybe if she tries, she will get to know better.
I think so. Yeah, correct.
The real-time experience is the best experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
Yes. Perhaps, Asha should go and try hands-on practical experience, and after which you can share with us, whether how you actually manage, how you manage your emotion based on what you have read, and does it deviate from what you have read? And perhaps you can also enlighten the group what you discovered as can really be really stable when you face the volatility, when you see your losses, when you see the rate. Actually, it's not realized losses, it's floating losses. But floating losses, we will then have to be patient if, let's say, that we are confident on our results, because the very initial, the floating losses is actually the charges, the fee, right? Because of the spread involved, the buying and the selling, there's a difference. So there's a spread. So every trade that we first put up, that is sure be in a rate, because we need to clear the charges. Then after we clear the charges, the cost, right, of the buying and selling, that this is where the next level, if we forecast correctly, our probability is in our favor, that is, price is going to increase or price is going to go down, then how much can we really make from the increase that we forecasted, right? Or the decrease of the pricing that actually whatever we forecast. Okay, so this is where it can be systematic, but it could be pretty emotional. So you have to look at the charts and see whether with that, is there some ways that traders, when they face the volatility of the market, the uncertainty of whether they forecasted is going to be in their favor or not going to be in their favor, that is where do they need to go for some meditation to stay peace and calmness, after that or even during, you see. So this is where I think, you might want to experience the actual action to see whether how we can really, It's like, I'm not too sure whether you guys do experience, I think every one of you drive or no? Yeah, every one of you drive?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mostly.
we do.
Yeah.
I drive.
Everyone, everyone drive.
Yes.
I see. That's
Yes.
good. That's good. It's like a beginning when you drive, right? You have to really learn how to, put your gear, put your gear into the different, right? The different gear itself for the different speed. Okay, and also where is the stopped, right? So in case you need to jam brake, correct? And you have to be really vigilant and look at all angles, whether the rear mirror or the front, correct? Because you could be very careful, but if some other driver is not careful, he can still, hit onto you, correct? So that's why you need to put a seat belt. So these are risk mitigation for the uncertainty, because you can be very well prepared, right? You can be very well prepared, but you still need to mitigate risk of other drivers that is not well prepared like you, right? They could be drunk, or they could be thinking of something, or they could be on their phones, or something happened to them and happen that, they are at your back and they could still pump into your car. But the only way that you are not injured because of that, at least it depends on the speed, right? And also depends on whether you have that seat belt with you. So these are all the checks that you need to do and get prepared to mitigate the risk, because it's like no matter how prepared you are, you can't foresee. There are still certain element, the certain degree that of uncertainty is still there. Correct? Yes, correct. So this is where applies to the trading market as well, because we're trading with the counterpart. If we're buying, somebody is selling. So we're like, we're buying from somebody who is selling. Okay, so they are forecasting the price to be different from our move, our prediction as well, right? Because if we are buying, that means we're predicting is going up, right? The price. But whereas the other side, if their view is like, unless they want to go for counter trend, but otherwise, if they find that they have the opposite view from us, is where we can buy from them, because then they are selling. So then who is the winner, right? Who is the winner? So that is, again, probability. But actually, probability is either buy or sell. It's only 50-50. It's like how many chance that you keep winning that 50% of that buying or that selling. Right? Yeah. Then how much? Because as you gain your confidence, this is where you increase your lot sizing. Instead of like $1, are you confident to go into that $10 already? Or you want to be continuously stay at that just $1? So up to you, because probability, your lot size, I would say lot sizing very much depends on your confidence of your winning. If you're more confident on winning, of course, you will put in higher lots, because then you can win more. I mean, you can win a bigger quantum, right? You can win a bigger quantum. But of course, be very careful. You can win a bigger quantum, but if you lost, you also lost a bigger quantum. So your earlier wins could be also wiped out. This is where your challenge of your emotion, your stability comes in. Did you make a wrong prediction because you started to put in more money, put in more lot sizing, right? So as you put in more lot sizing, if it doesn't go into your favor, your emotion will start to waver. You will start to doubt. Your confidence level will be challenged. Okay, so this is really the real test. In demo account, the volatility is still not so high, and because of course it's not also real money yet. Okay, so your emotion is not put into 100% test, but it's like driving. You are already driving in a very highway. You went into the highway to drive with many cars and vehicles surrounding you. You have to be very vigilant, focused, and be aware, and be very careful. So in trading, when eventually you're put into the live market, you could be very different. But perhaps it's like, if your environment you're facing is already facing with a lot of stress and uncertainty, and if you guys are already coping well, I suppose you guys have really good capacity to absorb that certain stress and uncertainties. Now is like the challenge of like, okay, prior to going into even real money, although some of you have also tried real money before, but prior to this real money yet, let's go for, like I mentioned, we have a social friendly competition, right? Social friendly competition, you will get a prize winning. And before we see whether perhaps in August, you can really trade with real money. And in fact, with real money, we shall see whether you'll be sponsored fully or 50% or, or 100% using your own capital. Again, it's a different feel, different emotions will come in to test your stability. Very much is testing your stability. Now, in between, I will see whether I want to give you some tips to see how you can keep focused and stable, right? When your trades do not go in your favor. The challenge comes is when the trades do not go in your favor and is in high bid lots, right? So in trading, then you will know. Yes? Yep. All right, that's good. So far, any questions and anything you guys would like to share? And you guys still enjoying the excitement so far? Most of you have at least, at least even trade for at least more than 21 days. So, yep. Nikhil, do you feel that it's not about experience that will make you be winning end of the day?
No,
Or you have an upper hand, or do you have an upper hand to win because you are more experienced?
No, that's not the case. I feel that market is very surprising. It can surprise you
Right,
any moment.
yes,
No
yes,
amount of
yes.
experience is good enough for having you. I cannot predict the market 100%. It's just how well I learn from my mistakes and how well I execute them and how I manage my emotions. That's the entire thing. So
Sure.
although
True.
I have been trading, but I have suffered huge losses as well. So that's not. It's not that just because I have been trading for a while now that I'll be having an upper hand. I think it's ground zero for everyone.
Yes, true, correct. But the thing is that what makes you still want to stay in trading? Even though that you could be making losses, at times, and do you not get demoralized and you still enjoy the thrill of trading?
No, definitely. There are moments, there are my highs and lows in the trading experience, but I feel that trading is a very wholesome experience. It's a very enriching, as I mentioned earlier. You get to learn a lot, you get to grow. I don't find any other activity or any other business practices as enriching and as satisfying, I would say, as trading.
Right.
Because it teaches you so much. There's endless learning you can get out of trading.
Sure, that's good. That's good. Wow, you have really quite matured in this aspect. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have some
Yeah.
words to encourage anyone who would like to venture or own a skill and is trading one of their choices to consider, rather than everyone will be looking for more extra income. You want to learn something to maybe sell online, or just be an affiliate to make some affiliate income. Or should they even explore into trading that it could be more rewarding than any other venture?
Definitely. With the help of trading, everyone can earn they'll have a second stream of income, right? You'll have an extra push, even if you're having a 9 to 5 job. You can trade
Yes.
in, that's the benefit of trading in the Forex markets, open 24/7. You come home, you trade
Yes.
in your after hours. You can earn some extra income. You can get that extra push in your career, in your life, which I feel is very helpful.
Yes, correct. Okay, that's good. That's good. We have recently added crypto trading. If you can find it in your MT4 and you think want to try, but take note that the spread will be different from the exchange. Yeah, correct. Will be a little bit more expensive, but then it depends on your strategies really. Okay. So because at our trading platform here, you can also, if you can really master the skill of consistency of combating the market more into your favor, end of the day, you could be making more profits than your own self-trading. As you guys know that we're in social trading, right? So that's why we have a friendly social competition. But end of the day, if you can stand out as the, I was so called as the consistently been performing, right? Despite of all any other noise and stress that you're facing. And as a trader here with us, a signal provider, you could be making more than your own self-trading profit and loss. It's like, for example, Nikhil, if you became the signal provider, then the rest is like they could be also still doing their trading. But at times, if they want to take a break, or they could be trading different markets, and you could be trading quite well in indexes, they could actually ride on and copy your trades. And of course, you can charge them a fee for riding on. So if you profit, they also profit, and you can share that profit with them. You can charge them a profit share, of certain percentage you desired, or you can charge them a certain subscription. So if they were to subscribe to you, to your signal, and you can charge them certain subscription of a daily subscription, even $1, if 1,000 followers are following your trades, and every day, they subscribe to you for daily for 30 days, 1,000 subscriber, you could be earning 30,000 USD. So I see that this is even more lucrative than your own. That means it's like if you could be profiting only like $1,000, which is very good for the month, right? If you profit $1,000 USD. But if you have 1,000 subscribers subscribe to your signal, you charge them $1 USD per day for 30 days, right? You have 30,000. Although everybody earned also 1,000 in their account. Let's say you also, you profit 1,000, everybody who subscribe to you also make 1,000. But because they subscribe to your account, eventually they pay you only $30, but because there are 1,000 of them, you earn 30,000. Isn't it more exciting than just your profits? But of course, they will continue to subscribe to you if you consistently perform. They don't mind to give you that subscription fee of $1 every day, because they doesn't want to unsubscribe from you, because they are anticipating the end of the month. After less of my subscription fee, I could still be making passively, I could still be making few hundreds to few thousand depending. So that is our trading entrepreneur, online trading entrepreneur platform, right? Our Mirormi platform. So this is why it's really like, anyway, since we're also giving you guys, really free internship to hone your skill into that consistency, right? And if you really can make it, think about it, it's a social gain, it's a win-win situation. Everybody also profits. At the same time, you also have your good profit, because everyone also gain and be happy.
Yeah, adding on to this, I think this is a huge opportunity, and this could be more beneficial for the people who are basically working in corporate sector, as like apart from their 9 to 5 job, they can spare some time for extra income and make a good amount of money. And it also doesn't require much of their time. It's like half an hour or 45 minutes a day. So it is much easy for them. And it's also interesting. So it will boost them and motivate them to do more.
Yes, correct, Amish. Yeah, you're right. So learning trading right now is like for you to build your capacity, but at the same time, you can get to even monetize beyond your own self-trading account. This will be a good leverage. All right, it's a good win-win leverage. So that is why it is important, like I mentioned, to build your inner capacity. Once you build that inner capacity to be strong and consistent, all right, and you can benefit everybody else, you also have the biggest gain. Right? And yes, like what Amish mentioned, you only need to take, like, for example, you just need to set aside 1 hour of your time and you treat it like a business also. So trading become a business, but it become like a partnership business, right? You become really like a partnership business. If you focus on that 1 hour to trade consistently well, and eventually we can also benefit, a whole group of subscribers. Wow, this passive income, I mean, it's like, it's even more lucrative than they, going to become affiliates, or they go and trying to sell, different products online. Okay.
It's kind of affiliate, but in a different manner where the process is much easier.
Yes, correct. So are you guys looking forward to that?
Yeah, definitely.
Learn and earn at the same time?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. So now you all have a new target, yeah? It is not that, yes, move beyond that. So once we move beyond that, the whole global market, right? The abundance of earnings is limitless. And it is not like we want other people to lose, right? Although it's a zero-sum game, but the thing is that whoever subscribe to us, and we are all towards the profitable gain. And once we have profitable gain, of course, there'll still be up and down, but we look at the 1 month perspective. If it's still a net gain position, so you guys will have to set the target for that net gain for the month. It's just like at month end, you get your salary pay, you get the allowance that 1 month, you work hard for it. And the time you put in, the time you invested, if it's so much worth more, right? Because then everybody leverage on you, and it's going to be recurring. Because if this month it is fine, all right, subsequent months, they will keep bringing even more subscriber to you, right? They bring more subscriber to you, or they could top out, as they top out, you're increasing more lots. You could even charge, other than subscription, you can charge profit share, you can charge volume fee, you can charge some management fee, right? There's 4 streams of income you can impose. But as long as your signal, your product makes sense, you will attract tons of loyal fans and subscribers. And when they win, you win. When you win, they win. They profit, you also profit. It's really a happy ending, right? So this is really a whole new game of this social trading, of copy trading, right? So I'm glad that you guys have choose to explore this trading to bless everyone else. But prior to that, to get your reward, I hope that everyone can be groomed to be really good sportsmanship, to really be that champion. But with the thought that you can eventually also bless many more people out there. Okay, so with that, you have that very positive energy with you, right? So with that positive energy, not because you want to go and make for a killing, but it's that you can have that consistency. And if you are able to perform better than the rest of the fellow teammates in trading, in terms of the consistency and the clarity, you can allow them to ride on you. So they can subscribe to you, and then since you're very focused and very good in making that profit, they can also benefit from you. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win game, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's good. So looking forward. And so are we set for that competition starting from 1st July? So this 2 days, perhaps you guys can get ready. I'm not going to set any parameters, and go and check what kind of markets you want to trade and how much capital and all that. You can go and do your readings. You can go and discuss, among yourself. The seniors can, if you are still not too sure about the terminologies, about certain, lot sizing towards capital, what kind of capital. No, my take is that try not to have too little capital, because it's also about risk management, the capital. Because too low capital, it will affect your margin. You may not have enough margin. But choose the leverage of a 200. Okay, that is the highest for now. So choose the leverage 200, and what is the optimum capital. And also depend on your markets, the contract size of the market. If you're trading indexes, you will need a bigger capital, right? If you're trading FX, then I would say maybe 500, 1,000. 500 is still all right minimum. Okay, too low may not make sense. Anyway, it's a demo account, not your live account yet. But this is how we see how you risk manage, money manage, as well as you aim for that highest profit in the group. All right. Any questions pertaining to this competition? The prize money, later I'll post. And if you can, whoever would like to join us more, welcome them to go for a little bit of this training, and eventually they can join us, and we can have every monthly competition, in fact. And eventually we'll open up. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was saying, so we'll be starting a new demo account for this particular assignment or competition, right? So should we be sharing the credentials with you?
Oh, yes, you'll share with me.
In advance, right?
Yes, yeah. I will arrange the posting of the results. I'll confirm how we can post the results so that we can all be aware of where you stand now.
Sure.
Yeah, correct. You probably in the group, or I will see whether we can put it online that you all can check it, so that you're aware, rather than end of the month, then Would you prefer to know how each other fare every
Maybe
day?
we can do it on a weekly basis, like at the maybe on Saturday.
Weekly basis, which is
Post
more
market
exciting?
hours.
Which is more exciting, daily or weekly?
I think
Anything
weekly
is
would be good.
Weekly would be good,
Yeah.
Okay. Can also. We can tabulate that. Weekly would be good. Sure. So I will see whether we can do this online on the results, or if not, one of you may help to do the posting over the weekends. Over every weekends. Yeah, correct. Okay. The end of the month, we'll come to have a price presentation, and let's discuss how you guys feel with that as well. Right? I guess that as we need to progress, we need to have more excitement and fun in order to progress. If we keep trading by ourselves, it's like, we also don't know whether, are we performing or not. And because eventually, if you guys are going to move on to social trading and copy trade, like looking at trading as a business, you will be looking at how many subscribers you have, and it could have a different emotions with that as well. So trading your own account and with your subscriber, if you see that there are 1,000 subscriber under you, I'm not too sure about how stable is your emotion again. You get what I mean? Yes, correct. Because whatever move that you make, right, it doesn't only just impact your account, but you impact the rest of 1,000 people accounts, and also your monthly, revenue. Your money revenue. So would you be viewing that very differently? So this is your maturity and your professionalism already. So it's like when you drive your vehicle, your car, you're not the only driver. You have a whole lot of passengers. So perhaps you progress to driving a plane. I'm not too sure whether you guys travel with plane or train, all right, or the bus. So it contains even more passengers. So if you have a crash, oh my God, right? This accident it is not going to be, yes. So would you have any emotional burden with that? So although you are still trading your own account, you won't be trading a big group of money, but you knew that you have a whole tons of, passenger riding with you. So you better make sure that your risk management, your money management is sound. Every decision you make, it could impact on all your passengers that is riding on you and have the confidence on you. Got it? Right? So that is another level of building your capacity already. So if you want to be a leader, also, you cannot be like, if you're one person, you can be a leader, but you're like leading yourself. But when you have a group and you have a team and you have all the passengers that also, dependent on you. So that is why I always advocate, are you dependable? And also, like I mentioned, it's like, you realize that I'm a little bit particular at times on the timeline, all right, on certain work ethics or work habits. These are all honing your responsibility, your accountability, and that will project in your trading. Because every day, like I mentioned, whatever you practice day in and day out, it would be reflected in your trading. So whatever project that you handle, right? If you can do, it's not whether end of the day the results, whether does your results tell, but along the process, along the journey, right? What decision do you do to get the end results? That is also building your capacity, building your character, right? Building your inner strength, or making decision, whether is it during crisis or attaining the results. You get me? So it's the whole journey that makes sense. And if you keep practicing, if this is a correct habit or practice, then continue that. That is building your consistency. You don't start to change too much, or unless you're exploring. So if you're still new, in your first month and all that, you are still exploring. But once you clear the probation, the 1 month, the exploring stage, you have to really excel already. And you cannot be taking too long. And also, you don't need to be perfectionist because the market evolved, right? You don't need to perfectionist. Okay, you're not inventing a product that you need to, right? But you need to be just consistent in your practice and in your mindset and in handling the psychology. And every day when you face the market, it is a new, fresh challenge for you. like what Nikhil say. So as you trade every day, you will realize it's different. And of course, like what Nikhil say also, it could be very rewarding because you progress. That's why we also have senior traders. Although they are senior, they said that they keep their mind alert. Right? They keep their mind very alert and sharp, and they don't mind even though at their 60s, 70s, they are still in trading. All right? So you still have a long way to go, but if every day is a fresh, exciting day, I think it's rewarding. Yep. Okay. So are you all good? And we will gear up with this building your capacity and this social friendly competition. Okay. So any more sharing before we end this session, and we will catch up again probably end of July. Yeah, let's see how you guys fare and whether does your capacity have changed, does your emotion have changed, or you have different perspective after this 1 month of competition. Okay, all good to go?
Yeah, we can let it go.
Yes, that's good. How about Pooja and this Ashi? Swayam?
Yes.
Right. Good.
Okay, that's good. Right. Okay, good. So if no question, we'll look forward to you guys. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay continue building your this capacity, right? And Asha, yep, yeah, do consider to go into some trading.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss, correct. We'll discuss the next project that you have discovered about the risk, this emotional management part. Yeah, correct. Okay, that's good. Then if that's the case, all the best to you guys, and yeah, we'll catch up on the next round. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, Zelda. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. You guys take care. Yeah.
You too.